All right. What is even effeminate? Why does society even label movements as effeminate? Always thought it was strange. It's really not strange. All right. First of all, this is in regards to the video of Michael Jai White making fun of Tupac and downplaying for having effeminate characteristics and traits at the age of 17 in his first interview, way before he was famous. You got to remember, first of all, in the 90s, it wasn't weird for dudes to be effeminate. You got to remember, especially back then I think it was in the 80s when Tupac was that age when he made that. Like, you know, the androgynous movement was a thing. Like, it was normal for dudes. Even every generation had their own versions of dudes being effeminate and that being cool. Hair bands in the 80s. You know what I mean? So, and that's the time Tupac made that interview. So Michael Jai White doing that just to shit on him and big himself up, it's kind of corny because Michael Jai White is not a fighter. You know what I mean? And I didn't like that. And I didn't like the fact that he was saying that while doing similar hand gestures. It's like, bro, you're doing effeminate movements too, and you're downplaying a little kid who was raised by a single mom doing that. He was also shy, you know what I mean? Like, he wasn't used to being in front of the camera. It's like, dude, like, there's nothing wrong with what Tupac was doing. Let a kid be a kid, you know what I mean? And to pretend like you don't know what we mean by feminine movements, I'll give you a perfect example. All right, if you see this, you're not gonna be like, bro, that's the most manly shit I've seen all day. You're gonna be like, hey, that's kind of an effeminate trait to you know what I mean, do that. So we could talk about effeminate traits, right? Like, if I'm doing this, if I'm talking like this, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't I don't, you know what I mean? Like, these are more manly traits, like, because they're more aggressive, you know what I mean? Like, women don't really talk like this with their fucking hands, you know what I mean? Because women are way more like gentle and you know what I mean? They have way more like class, and when it comes to like how they present themselves, you know what I mean? Guys are more rugged, you know what I mean? Like, there's plenty of characteristics that you could put between men and women. To get all that, this is the comment you need to do to get, like, you know what I mean, some attention. That's the only reason I'm giving you this fucking attention, because it's fucking weird that people on the internet want to make a big deal out of fucking nothing. Like, bro, did you avoid the fact again that I said there was nothing wrong with those movements? I was actually defending Tupac in my video. I was attacking Michael Jai White for basically bullying a man who doesn't even exist anymore and hasn't for over 2 decades because of some fucking video he did when he was fucking 17 years old, where he came off a little effeminate, and you're gonna pretend like you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about? You're a fucking weird person, all right? That's it. That's the fucking video. Fucking weird.